Okay, so today's topic is addressing mode. Okay, so we will study about the, sorry, I am again sharing the screen, addressing mode. Okay, just just wait. Actually, this connection is loose. I don't know. This is working. So okay, now it is okay. It is working. Okay, so we will study about the ARM addressing mode. So how many addressing mode in ARM? Just tell me. ये मैं पहले पढ़ा चुका हूँ, बता चुका हूँ. How many addressing modes? Most of the time you know that is the 7 addressing mode is present in the ARM. Okay, this is the ARM 7. Okay, so I will study one by one. I will teach you one by one that ARM mode, ARM addressing mode, so you can understand which type of mode is working here. So anyone can tell me what is the means of this addressing mode? Addressing mode का means क्या है? What is the means of that? Anyone?
और जैसे
Any
कोई
knowledge?
स्पेसिफिक चीज ही हो कि हमने स्पेसिफिक चीज को टारगेट करा है.
You are targeting some specific thing. Okay, so any
यस.
other answer? Okay, so I am telling you that is the main. You know the operand means operand, opcode. These words you know, I think. Okay, opcode. This is the part of move. You can say that is the opcode. If you will convert this instruction to some binary number, then you can say that is the opcode. This part is the operand part. Okay, so this is the operand and this is the opcode. So the manner in which an operand giving to the instruction. So you can say a manner in which an operand given to the instruction. Okay, so that is the addressing mode. So how many addressing mode is there? There are 7 type of addressing mode. So there are 7 manner to giving the operand to the instruction. So first it immediate addressing mode. So already you know in the immediate or addressing mode what is happening. So I am giving you some example. By seeing the example you can understand what is going on. So one example is there, that is the move R0. R0 is the register and this is some 15H. This is written like this. So this instruction is total instruction is written like this. So what is the means of that? So when you will get the some this type of structure, so you can understand where the hash is present. So that is the data. So every time hash is present, then it is the data, and hash is not present, so you can understand that will be the address. Okay, if hash is not present, so always remember that part is hash is present with some number or whatever, so that is the data, and if hash is not present, then you will get the addresses. So in this addressing mode, directly data given to the instruction. What is the means of that? move are move are not 15H. So you are moving the data 15H to the R0 register. Okay, that is written here. The R0 is taking the value of 15H. Okay, so directly when you are giving the data to the instruction and you are storing somewhere in some in register, so that is the immediate register. So you are dealing with the data directly in the immediate register. So already you know in the 8085 I have told you this thing already, but again I am revising this part. If you are dealing the data directly, then you are in the immediate addressing mode. Is it clear? This part is clear? This example is clear to you? Very easy. Hello? Yes or no? Come on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but remember one thing. When you are dealing with this type of means instruction, always remember you can deal with the 8-bit data only. So this is the main part for the ARM processors. You can directly directly deal the data of 8 bits only. You can't write like this 1 to 5 because this is the 32 bit data. इसका मतलब समझते ये 8 बिट क्यों है? देखो 1 को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो 0001 एंड 5 को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो 01001, सॉरी दिस वन. So 4 and 5 and 1. So 1 and 5, that's why I am writing 115H. Here you can write the, this thing is the 8 means 16 bit data. 8 and 8 16. Sorry, this is the 32 bit data. Okay, so here you can represent only the 8 bit data. So remember this part you will use in the immediate addressing mode, you will use only the 8 bit number. Okay, so it will be remembered in the ARM processor. You can use in immediate addressing mode, you will use the 8 bit data only. अच्छा, लॉजिक अगर मैं बात करूँ, so if why we are using the 8 bit data, even though 30 bit data you can use in the ARM, because this is the thing, the total instruction has the 32 bit, total instruction has the 32 bits. So some bits will be go for the move, some will go for the R0, some will go for the this one 15H. That's why 8 bit will be covered by the data and other bits will be covered by the this move and R0. So it will represent this thing. That's why I am using the 8 bit data again. Okay, so 8 bit data only. So remember this part. If you will use here 16 bit or 32 bit data, you can't read that part of in immediate address mode. Okay, so remember this part, 8 bit data you can use in immediate addressing mode. So this is clear, I think. In the second, so like this is the register addressing mode. Like the immediate addressing mode, here you will use the data is given by the register. This time data is given by the register. Last time in this position, that is some hash and some value is written there, but in this time some register is written here. So you can understand the data is coming from the register. So that's why I am saying that is the register addressing mode, and there is no difference between immediate and the register addressing mode. So is it clear? The data is coming from the register. Is it clear? Yes or no? Come on. So these are very easy addressing modes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Third is direct addressing mode. Now I am coming to the direct addressing mode. So remember this part. One thing I just want to add this, in the ARM, already I have discussed this many times. In the ARM, you know the story, you will deal with the registers only. You will deal in the registers only, and for the memory, you can take only two type of instruction. That is, one is store, second is load. Okay. Only two type of instruction you can use with the memory, that is store and load. Otherwise you will work in the ARM, you will work with the register. Okay, you can't use the memory, you can use the memory for storing and the load purpose only. So in the direct addressing mode, when we are dealing with that part, first what we can do, first we are making some variable in the memory. We are making the variables. Okay, so we are storing some address with data in the memory, and we are dealing with this variable. Okay, and we want to take the data from the variable. So you can see here, so most of the time from the memory, when we are dealing with the memory, you can use the load register and the store register. So this is load and this is store. So only two type of operation you can use in the direct addressing mode, that is the load and second is the store. Okay, so this is the register, and this label and the result is the variables which you are making. Okay, this is the variables again. So these are the variables which you are making in the memory. Okay, so you are taking the data from some variable into the register. So you can read this part. Address of the operand is given address. Here now understand, please understand. Here you are providing the address of the operand to the instruction. Okay, so you are providing the address of the label and address of the result. So according to that, at last you will deal with data, but here you are providing the only the address to the register, only the address to the register. First you will make the variable and provide the address of the address of the variable to the register. So first making of the variable, and after that provide the address to the register. So you are doing this thing in the direct addressing mode. Is it clear or not? Just tell me.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Okay, so first, so it is written here data from the memory location. So please understand. So I am saying that is the address is going to this. So you can understand one thing more, that is the label has some address and the data. So you are giving the data to the R0, means address will fetch the data and you can load the data from to the R0. Here you will store the data into the R0. Okay, so this thing you will remember, you are making the some variables, so you are taking some data from the variables. This will happen in the direct addressing mode. Second, that is the indirect addressing mode. So indirect addressing mode, the story is the same, but here here the thing is that you will just provide only the address. Okay, only the address from the uh, from some register. So address of the memory operand is given to the register. Again, address. In the last, you can see that it is written the address, but you are providing the data. You are making the variables in the memory, but you are not making the variables in the memory in this indirect register. You are taking the address of one register and you are providing to the registers. Okay, so this is the story when we are dealing with the address. This is the address. If something is written in the bracket, so you are providing only the address, and if some hash is using, that you are using the data, only the data. Okay, here you are making the variables and the data of the variable you are providing in the previous register mode. In this you are providing only the address to the address to the operand, sorry, address to the instruction. So you are storing, so data from the memory location pointed to the R1. अब यहाँ पे क्या है कि एड्रेस आपने केवल बता दिया और जो आपका डेटा है वो आपको पॉइंट करता रहेगा। तो ये आपको पॉइंटर पॉइंटर की तरह यूज हो रहा है। अगर कोई चीज ब्रैकेट में है, दैट इज द पॉइंटर, कि आपने पॉइंटर की तरह यूज कर लिया है एंड यू आर स्टोरिंग दैट पॉइंटर इन दिस आर नोट। इज इट ओके? तो इनडायरेक्ट मोड में आपका क्या होगा, एड्रेस आप लोग बता दोगे। ओके, नाउ दिस इज द इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग, फिफ्थ रिलेटिव मोड। यहाँ पे आपको ये आपने समझने की कोशिश करना। सो अगेन रजिस्टर रिलेटिव इनडायरेक्ट एड्रेसिंग मोड। यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड। समथिंग इज रिटन लाइक दिस, दैट एलडीआर मीन्स लोड, आर नॉट दैट इज ओके, आर नॉट में स्टोर करना है, सॉरी लोड करना है। आफ्टर दैट इज इट इज रिटन लाइक दिस, दैट R1 hash 05H. Okay, it will be written like this. So what is the means of that? What you will do, you will so I am taking one example here so you can understand better. So this is the array. Okay, you can understand this is the array, and the 1 2 3 4 5 6 I am writing like that. The address of this is 2000. I am taking 2000. I just want to take this value for this data. I just want to, in programming, I want the data 4. So what you can do, you will take some address. So first you can store this value in the R1. Okay. After that, so you can see here, this is the indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can say this is the indexing, this is the address. So remember this part, this is the address, and at the address time you are providing 0. For the indexing is 1, so you will reach. So the address will be 0001, means you are adding address plus indexing will be the total address. Okay, if this type of condition is there, this is the address. So first I am storing in the R1, and after that I am storing some values in the index, and I will add the number 3 here. So you can see R1 plus 3 will provide the value, the address of this 4. So the address of this 4 will be 2003. So you can reach at this position by this thing. So again you can see I am providing this R1 particular in number, okay, some addresses. After that I am adding some index value, or you can say some displacement. This is the displacement, okay. I am adding some displacement, so you can reach the particular at the particular value. It is happening in the register relative indirect address mode. So you can understand this thing like this is the address plus some distance or displacement. Some displacement is added. So what is the advantage of this? So once you will add this number address in this register, if you want to it is relative to this thing, means R1. So if you want any number related to this means R1, I just want to reach at this position and this is the address 0007. So you just add this index number only, so you will reach here directly. So this is the advantage. Again and again you will not means store all the value in the registers. You just take one as a base register, and after that relatively you can displacement some value or increment some value and you will reach in particular data. So this is the thing in the register relative indirect addressing mode. So this is clear what is the means of this type of instruction. You can add some value or displacement in the particular address and you will reach at that position. Okay, okay. That is okay part. Hello, is it okay? Yes or no? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think this is clear to you. But there are three types of mode here in this particular register relative addressing mode. So you can understand. So one by one I am telling you. So this is the story for that. But now I am removing that part. So this is clear, I think. So I am coming for the second type of instruction. One type of instruction in example you can understand this part. Okay. So just I am telling you. I am removing this part so you can understand better. Okay. So in the first example, you can see we are storing the value R1 plus 04. Okay. In the R0. Is it okay? In the second example, you can see this part is written here. Same instruction written here. After that, some exclamatory sign is there. This sign is there. So what is the means of that? So understand, here there is no change. The value R0 will change. In the first, if you are providing R0 is equal to 2000, then it will not be change. This value will not change. But in this type of instruction, when some exclamatory sign is there, first what is happening, it will converted R1 will be converted to R1 plus 04 address. It will be converted this address. Okay, so the R1 has the value of now 0004. After that it will go to the this position in the, it will store to the R0. So that is the difference first. So you can see the address is changed. In when the exclamatory sign is there, the address of R1 will change. After that it will reach here. In this, R1 address will not change. It will just add and it will goes to the R0. Same value will come, but you can understand here the R0 will take the value 2000 every time. But in this type of instruction, you can see the R1 value will change. Okay, first it will take the value of this, it will add the value and it will take this value. After that it will go to the R0. So the difference between these instruction is clear to you or not? Otherwise I will repeat this part. Hello.
Yes, sir, it's clear.
It's clear. So we are saying that is the pre-index. This is the pre-index. This is the normal way. This is the pre-index. Now one thing more, that is the post-index. In the post-index, what is happening? Okay, so you can see the difference between the instruction. There is little difference in the instruction, so you have to understand this part. Okay, so there is little difference. So that is the what is the little difference here. First you will, this is the address. Okay, so LDR R0, and this is R1 in the bracket. After that it is written here has 05. So what is happening? Okay, first what is happening in the first part, it will provide the address to the R0. Okay, R0 will get the address of R1. After that what is happening, R1 will get the address of R1 plus 05H. Okay, so first ये क्या करेगा, it will reach at the R0. सबसे पहले ये अपना एड्रेस प्रोवाइड कर देगा. आफ्टर दैट ये इंक्रीमेंट करेगा. ओके, कि अब R1 कितना हो गया, R1 की वैल्यू अब हो गई है R1 plus 05. आफ्टर दैट इट विल रीड, एंड आफ्टर दैट, so this is two things is happening here. First it will provide the value of R1 directly to the R0, and after that it will increment the address. Okay, so two things is there. Okay, storing and increment. So storing directly the register जो लोड कर रहा है, so not this is the load register, so I am writing I have to write the load. Okay, so first the R1 address will be go to the R0, after that it will increment, so that is the increment part. So two things is going on the post index register. Is it okay? So post index address में क्या हो रहा है, first it will provide the value R0 R1 directly, after that it will increment. Here directly you can add this value, R1 will get the value, R0 will get the value of R1 plus 04, and R1, the value of R1 will not change. Here first the value of R1 will change to the R1 plus 05, after that it will provide to the R0. So there are small differences between normal pre and post indexing. So I think this part is clear. This part is clear to you what is happening. This will happen again and again in the further coming addressing modes also. So please reply if you understand this, otherwise I will tell you again and again this part. Is it clear?
सर एक बार थर्ड वाला फिर से बता दीजिए प्लीज.
थर्ड वाला फिर से बता देता हूँ. सबसे पहले देखो थर्ड वाला कैसे लिखा है, LDR that is the R0, this is bracket R1, after that some data has 15 I am writing. Okay, 15H. So first क्या करेगा, directly it will provide the address R0 में एड्रेस किसका चला जाएगा, R1 का. आफ्टर दैट सेकेंड टाइम में ये इंक्रीमेंट करता है, R1 इंक्रीमेंट करेगा. क्या करेगा इंक्रीमेंट, दैट इज जो मेरी वैल्यू, जो मेरा एड्रेस है उसमें जो डेटा था वो ऐड हो जाए, 15H ऐड हो जाए. उसके बाद ये अपने में एड्रेस को ऐड करेगा. ठीक है, इंडेक्स को ऐड करेगा. ये पहले ही पहुंचा देगा R0 के पास अपना एड्रेस, उसके बाद ये अपना इंक्रीमेंट करता है. दैट इज द पोस्ट इंडेक्स पार्ट. इज इट क्लियर नाउ?
ओके सर, ओके सर.
ओके, सेकंड में डायरेक्टली +5 होके जाता है, तो केवल R1 की वैल्यू चेंज हो सकती है. फर्स्ट में भी R1 plus 05 जाता है, बट R1 की वैल्यू चेंज नहीं हो सकती. तो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज थ्री मोड्स, नॉर्मल, प्री एंड पोस्ट. आई थिंक दैट पार्ट इज क्लियर टू यू. ओके, सो आई कैन गो फर्दर थिंग. Yes or no? Okay, good. So again the sixth mode is base indexed indirect addressing mode. So base indexed indirect addressing mode. So please understand. So there are little difference between the last one and this one. Okay. So here you can see that is the LDR R0. Till now the same. Here you can see R1 and R2. You are not writing the data, but you are writing some R1 and R2. So please understand, the R1 will get the value in the first time. R1 will get the value R1 plus R2. Okay, so you will get the address of this. R1 will get the address of this R1 plus R2. Okay, then it will go to the R0. So remember this thing. First what is happening, R1 plus R2 it will add it. Okay, जैसे मैंने मान लिया इसका R1 का एड्रेस है आपका 2000 एंड R2 का एड्रेस है 3000, वो 1000. So total address R1 plus R2 का कितना हो जाएगा, that is the 3000. So 3000 will go to the R1. Okay, after that R1 will go to the value to the R0. Okay, ये 3000 जाएगा, पहले R1 में स्टोर हो जाएगा और फिर ये आपका चला जाएगा R0 में. Here again the value of this R1 will not change. Okay, so this is the normal index, you can say normal index thing. So again the value of R1 will not change. तो ये 2000 अगर स्टार्टिंग में है तो 2000 ही रहेगा. अगेन द R2 वैल्यू विल बी हियर, द R2 वैल्यू विल बी हियर, any number, so it will change. So the addition will be changed, but you will get the value will be same for the R1. So this is the first mode. Second mode, that is the pre-index, you can say that is the pre-index mode. What is happening? The same instruction is written, but the explanatory sign is there. So what is the thing? First the R1 will get the value of R1 plus R2. Okay, if this is the thing, first R1 will get the value of 3000. Okay, so value of R1 will change in the second mode, value of R1 will change, and after that this R1 provide the value to the R0. Is it okay? Second में क्या होगा? First R1 will change. Okay, for in the in normal index mode R1 will not change. In the second mode, pre-index mode, R1 will change. R1 will get the value of R1 plus R2. After that it will provide to the R0. Is it clear? Yes or no? Again, yes or no, please reply so I can understand you are getting
Yes,
something.
Yes, yes, clear है.
Okay, good. Okay, so last that is the post index. इसका आप ही मुझे समझाओ. देखो धीमे धीमे समझते हैं. सही, इसमें अब आप लोग लास्ट देख चुके हो. यहाँ पे केवल लास्ट में क्या था? यहाँ पे हैश 15 हो गया था. इस टाइम पे R0 लिखा हुआ है. So I think there is no difference. So you can understand what is happening. First the value of R0 will get the value address of the R1. Okay, ये एड्रेस यहाँ पे चला जाएगा. After that the increment, first you will get the address of R0 will get the address of R1. After that increment, first that is load, after that increment. So what will be the increment? The R1 will get the value of the R1 plus R2 in the second time. Okay, R1 will get the value of R1 plus R2. So this is the load and increment thing. Two things is happening in the last type of post indexing. Okay, so R1 will get the value of R0, so R0 will get the value of R1 after the increment will occur, that is the R1 plus R2. Okay, so it is happening base index indirect addressing mode. Okay, again you can take the same array में जैसे मैंने डेटा की वैल्यू बता दी थी, वहां पर डेटा लिया था. यहाँ पे ये इंडेक्स सेम, यहाँ पे इंडेक्स की जगह पे क्या आ जाएगा? R0 की वैल्यू आ जाएगी. तो R0 की वैल्यू से भी आप लोग फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो. तो इंडेक्स की जगह इस बार R0 की वैल्यू आ रही है, तो वो एरे का जैसे जो पोजीशन है उस पर फिर द्वारा आप मूव कर सकते हो. सो दिस इज द सेम थिंग. आई थिंक सो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दिस थिंग. इज इट क्लियर? All the three modes in the base index and indirect addressing mode. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, आसान था लास्ट वाला और ये सेम ही है. लास्ट इज बेस विद स्केल्ड रजिस्टर इंडायरेक्ट एड्रेसिंग मोड. ओके, इसका इंस्ट्रक्शन आप देखोगे, एक बड़ा सा इंस्ट्रक्शन लिखा है ये पूरा. इसको देख के अभी समझ में नहीं आएगा, लेकिन बहुत छोटी सी चीज़ है, मैं अभी आपको बताऊंगा. तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज रिटन हियर, व्हाट इज द मीन्स ऑफ दैट. सो नाम भी बहुत बड़ा है, दैट इज अ बेस विद स्केल्ड रजिस्टर इंडायरेक्ट एड्रेसिंग मोड. सो व्हाट इज द मीन्स ऑफ दिस स्केल्ड रजिस्टर, कि स्केल्ड रजिस्टर ये कहाँ से आ रहा है, क्या हो रहा है. सो आई एम टीचिंग यू दिस पार्ट. Okay, again you can see, so first I am removing this thing and coming to the part of this. Okay, so the instruction is like that: load register R0. Here you can see this is the same part. This is written here, the R1 and R2. This is the last thing. यहाँ तक तो लास्ट रजिस्टर आपने देखा वो था, बट हियर समथिंग इज रिटन लाइक LSL, some value of the register, so some data is written here. So what is the means of that? This LSL, you can understand, that is the LSL, that is logic shift left, और यहाँ पे अगर SLR होता then this is logic shift right. Okay, so what you are doing? अगर नॉर्मल मेरा यहाँ तक रजिस्टर होता, यहाँ तक मैं कलर चेंज कर देता हूँ इसका, अगर मेरा यहाँ तक रजिस्टर होता, लास्ट आपने अभी पढ़ा है, तो आप क्या लिखते? दैट इज R1 विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ R1 प्लस R2. ओके, R1 प्लस R2. ओके, ये लिख रहे थे नॉर्मल। इस बार इसमें एक चीज और जुड़ गई, LSL, दैट इज 2। सो व्हाट इज द मीन्स ऑफ दैट? दैट मीन्स इज देयर you have to move R0 register. This R0 register you will move the shift to. Okay, so the R1 will get the value, this time R1 will get the value of R1 plus logical shifted to value, R0 logical shifted to value. ओके, या आप नॉर्मल लिखना चाहते हो तो मैं इस तरीके से लिखता हूँ, R1 will get the value of R1 प्लस R माइनस R2 माइनस 2 वैल्यू। लॉजिकल अगर मैं शिफ्ट कर रहा हूँ 2 तो मैं 2 डाल दे रहा हूँ, माइनस 2 डाल दे रहा हूँ, और 3 करता तो 3 डाल दे, 4 करता तो 4 डाल देता। सो आई एम लेफ्ट के लिए मैं माइनस यूज कर रहा हूँ, राइट के लिए मैं प्लस यूज कर रहा हूँ। ओके, सो माइनस एंड प्लस। ओके, अगर दिस इज लेफ्ट, this is right. Okay, if I am using the word logical SLL, then I am shifting 2. So this is the address now. First you are using the R1, okay, plus R2 minus 2. Is it clear? You are shifting 2 value in R2 register, you are shifting 2 point, and you are reaching that point, and you are adding with the R1. After that you will get the address, and this total address will be stored in the R0. So that is the thing. Scaled register means you are shifting to the right or left, you are adding that part into the register. After that you are calculating the address, and you will loading these address to the particular register. This is the thing. So I think this part is clear. What is the means of this LSL? LSL has 2 or 3, 4, 5, whatever. So this part is clear to you. What is the means of that? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, again in this register R1 register will not change the value. Okay, that's why this is the normal. These things are same for the all type of thing. Normal indexing, in the pre-indexing, what is happening? The same thing will happen, but first R1 will updated with the value of this. R1 will updated with the value of R1. You will get the value of R1 plus R2 minus 2. So this will be updated. Okay, this will be updated. In this R1 will no change, and this will updated. In the third part you can see this part. First R0 will get the value of R0. After that R1 will get the value of this one. Okay, so this is the post indexing. So these things are properly same for every type of mode. Means in normal mode you are not changing the R1 value. In the pre-indexing mode you are changing the R1 value. In the third mode you are storing the R1 value. First you are storing the R1 value in the R0. After that you are changing the R1 value. So these are the things in these type of post, pre and normal indexing. And what is the means of scaled register? It is clear to you? Is it or not? Please tell me.
सर
Hello.
बाकी सर बस एक बार स्केल रजिस्टर फिर से बता दीजिए सर।
Scaled register means this part. Means you are scaling some register. Means you are shifting the register. Some value, some addresses you are shifting. Means you are shifting right or left. That's why I am saying that is the scaled register. That's why I am using the word here base with scaled. Scaled means if the R2 register is here, okay, you are shifting this part into 2 index. Means you are from here to you are reaching here, and you are getting the address of R2 minus 2. This address you are adding to the R1. So you are shifting this part to the left with the 2 index. So that's why I am saying that is the scaled. Scaled means you are shifting some part. Okay, if you are shifting the right thing, so you will reach here 2 index, then you will reach here, then you will say that is the R2 plus 2. So this will be the R2 plus 2 value, and you will add again to the R1, and you will get the value. So you are shifting something. That's why we are using the word scaled. Okay, is it okay?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes,
Okay. Now I just want to tell you, मैंने आपको आर्किटेक्चर में कुछ पार्ट छोड़ा था. अब देखो उसको मैं रिलेट करता हूँ, तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड बेटर. सो आर्किटेक्चर वाला पार्ट में एक बार ओपन करता हूँ स्लाइड को, तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड बेटर दैट थिंग. आर्किटेक्चर कहीं लिखा हुआ दिख रहा है, ऑपरेशन CPSR में आर्किटेक्चर था. ओके, Okay, this thing I have already told you. So I am coming to the directly to the architecture. So it is visible to you. This
Yes,
hello.
sir.
Okay. So two things I have already means lapped that time, that is the barrel shifter and the addressing register. So now you can relate this thing. So barrel shifter, what is the means of barrel shifter? So that is the actually that is a shifter. Okay. So why we are saying that is the barrel shifter, you can understand better. That is you can say that is the one cylinder, and here I am putting some marbles. Okay. So this is a closed marble means. So this is packed with the marbles. Okay, so I am making big marbles so you can understand better. So and this is packed here. Packed means if you if you will put one marble here in this end, one marble go out from this end. Okay, if you are putting one marble in this end, you are getting one marble at this end. You are putting here, then you are getting the second, and you are putting here, you are getting the third one. So like this, so you can say this is the condition of barrel. So we are saying that is the barrel shifter. The work of barrel shifter is like same as I taught you just now. The shifting part is doing in the barrel shifter. When you will get some addresses and you just want to shift the data or shift the register, then you will use the barrel shifter. Okay, so barrel shifter is using in the mode of, in the last mode. This is the base with scaled register. So base with scaled register. Here you can use this type of barrel shifter. So what is the thing of barrel shifter? So this type of mode you can use in barrel shifter. Some values R1 is coming here and some R2 value is coming from here. Then barrel shifter is using, it will get the value, you can say left shift 2. So -2 you will get here. So you will R1 plus R2 minus 2 value is here. After that it will goes to the ALU and you will get ALU means it will add these value and it will provide to the R0. Okay, so you will get the value in R0 and again you will store in the R0 register. Okay, so this type of thing in the things will coming to the shifter means if you are using the this type of mode base with scaled register, then you will use the barrel shifter thing. So especially in the architecture you are using the shifter thing. So barrel shifter is present to shifting the registers value or register index, you can say. Okay, so this thing is clear why we are using in the architecture barrel shifter for this type of mode. You are using the barrel shifter. Is it okay or not? नाउ इट इज मोर क्लियर टू यू कि बैरल शिफ्टर क्यों यूज कर रहे हैं. बाकी तो मैं बता चुका था आपका कि फैच कहाँ के लिए यूज हो रहा था. यू आर यूजिंग द फैच इन दिस पार्ट. आफ्टर दैट यू कैन यूज द डिकोडर इन दिस पार्ट एंड एग्जीक्यूशन आप इस पार्ट में कर रहे थे. Okay, this part is used for the execution part. Here in the execution part you are doing this addressing mode you can use in the execution part again. So what is the advantage in the barrel shifter? You can shift the register value, so you can use the barrel shifter directly. Is it okay? ये समझ आ गया?
Yes, sir.
ओके, लास्ट थिंग यहाँ पे बचा था. तो देखो इंक्रीमेंट का वही मतलब है. इफ you are providing some value R1 in particular register means I can say that is you are providing some 200 value to the R1 register. After that I am increment or decrement, you can say increment value and decrement value. Sometimes most of the time we are given the base value to the main register or the first register in the array. So you can understand this is the first register, oh sorry, first value, and you are providing this 2000 address to the first value to the array. After that you are providing 1 2 3 4 some indexing. So you are increment this part means in this part you will get the address 001 2001, it is 2002 3 4 5 6 like that. So you are incrementing value. So this part is used in the based. So you can base in the last address second last address mode, you can say based index indirect address mode. Base index indirect address mode. So you can understand this is the seventh one. where you are using the barrel shifter. This is the sixth one. You are using the some increment, some base value you are providing to the base register. After that you are incrementing that part and you will get the value. So especially for some addressing mode, you are using some architecture in the you are using some special architecture in the main architecture of the ARM7. So you can use easily these part in the ARM register. So I think this part is clear, where we use the base with the scaled register and where we use the base index indirect addressing mode. So these two part is clear to you, I think now. और बाकी तो मैं पहले ही बता चुका था. Is it okay? Hello. Please reply.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear.
ओके गुड. तो यही दो चीज़ें बची हुई थी, बैरल शिफ्टर एंड एड्रेसिंग रजिस्टर एंड इंक्रीमेंट. तो मैंने आपको इसीलिए मैंने छोड़ा था कि जब आपको मैं ये एड्रेसिंग मोड समझा दूंगा तो आपको इजीली समझ में आएगी, नहीं अदरवाइज उस टाइम पे वो समझ में नहीं आता कि हो क्या रहा है, कि इंक्रीमेंट क्यों हो रहा है. तो यू कैन टेक दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंग. तो सिक्स्थ वन, तो समटाइम ये क्वेश्चन आता है कि बैरल शिफ्टर का यूज़ आप किस मोड में कर लेते हो, या ऑब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन भी बन सकता है. तो रिमेंबर दिस पार्ट, बैरल शिफ्टर यूज्ड इन द बेस विद scaled register because you are scaling something, you are scaling or shifting something, so you are using this type of addressing mode using with the barrel shifter. तो barrel shifter और कहीं आपने नहीं पढ़ा, नया वर्ड था. तो now you can understand कि you are using barrel shifter for shifting something. Also that addressing mode is the base with scaled register indirect addressing mode. So I think these 6-7 mode that is clear to you in ARM processor. Which type of thing you are using in the addressing part. So these thing is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the last thing. देखो अब क्या बचता है एक्चुअली, अब प्रोग्रामिंग का पार्ट एक्चुअली बचता है. ठीक है. अब अगर ARM में बात करो तो अगर ARM की अगर मैं आपको प्रोग्रामिंग कराता, then because you are learning about the MIPS is similar to the ARM. Okay, this is similar because both of the RISC registers, RISC processor. So the thing is somehow similar to these. Instruction बहुत सारे change होते हैं, नाम change होते हैं, but these are the similar thing you are learning. So you are learning the MIPS and so that's why we can't go for the ARM. इसके इंस्ट्रक्शन कुछ अलग होते हैं, जैसे वहाँ पे लोड के लिए कुछ और यूज कर रहे होगे, बट मैकेनिज्म इज द सेम इन ARM. इन द MIPS द मैकेनिज्म इज सेम. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम द कंसेप्ट इज सेम, बट इंस्ट्रक्शन के नाम और वो सब चेंज हो सकता है. दैट इज ओके. So the topic ARM is now finished here. So I just covered the addressing mode, operating modes, registers or interrupts and pipelining and introduction of the ARM part. So these are the ARM processor. So or ARM or RISC and CISC, the difference between that. So all these things I have covered. So I think this is enough knowledge about the ARM register. So you can have the overview of the ARM register now, what is happening in the ARM registers. Okay, most of the every mobile application you are using, that you are using the ARM processors. Okay, so remember this part. Sometimes पूछ लिया जाता है कि मोबाइल में कौन सा प्रोसेसर यूज कर रहे हो. So remember this part, that is the ARM processor you are using in the mobiles. Is it okay? These thing is okay to you? So next time पे मैं मेमोरी स्टार्ट करने वाला हूँ. कल से जो लेक्चर होगा कि मेमोरी पार्ट आई विल टीच यू. ओके, क्लासेस कम बची हुई हैं तो थोड़ा सा फास्ट भी हो सकते हैं या स्लो हो सकते हैं, वॉट एवर, बट आई विल कवर अप दैट टोटल पार्ट. दैट इज अ मेमोरी पार्ट आई विल कवर. सो ARM इज फिनिश टुडे. सो एनी क्वेश्चन? So I can stop this thing here only. So stopping the recording.